What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Capsule. We're back again, another week. It's just me this week. I will not be singing because Jenny and Max told me I sing too much, and but then, to be fair, other people listened to the episode and they said they like my singing, so the jury is still out, guys. How's everyone? Hope you're good. What's happening? How was your week? Last week we had our episode with Alex the Cage out. That did really well. There's a lot of people tuning into that, so I mean, definitely more because of him than me, but we love it anyway. So thanks everyone for listening. Hope you enjoyed that one. I've got some updates for you. I've got some stuff that we want to have a look at today. Got a little announcement. I might start with the announcement. So here's what we're going to do. We are opening up YouTube memberships for the Capsule. So for the people that are tuning in via audio, it won't have reached you just yet. It's only a YouTube thing for now. We are going to expand. It's just we're kind of doing it a step at a time. So the idea with the YouTube memberships is there's two tiers that we have now. We have the Capsule Contributor tier, which is $1.99 a month, £1.99 for our international listeners. And that you get a loyalty badge when you comment or write anything, so we can know who you are and we can kind of respond to your comments or answer your questions, etc. But it basically is just a tier to help support the Capsule. To grow and to all the things that we're trying to do. It will just help to contribute towards the Capsule, basically. The second tier, this is the good stuff, is the loyal listeners tier. So those of you out there who self-identify as loyal listeners, what it is it's going to be a £4.99 a month tier. And if you're signed up for that, for every public episode that we release, you will get a private for the loyal listeners only episode starting today. So this episode will be in two halves, let's say. We'll have the public half and then we'll have the loyal listeners half. So what the idea is that every time we record, we're going to try and split that up. So depending on who the guest is, how much time they have, etc., either, or the co-hosts or whoever, either they will stay and hang around and do the second half, or it'll be just me, or it might be someone else. If someone else is in the house and that person has to leave, I might bring in like Jen or someone else to come and do the loyal listeners. But there'll be a episode which is only for the loyal listeners tier every time we release a public episode, so they'll be like paired, and that's kind of where we will go into certain specific only topics on that tier, in that private space, in the safe space that you're going to provide for us. We can also answer your questions. If you're a loyal listener, you'll be able to give us questions to answer or topics to talk about. You can kind of like I said, get our real thoughts, but you'll also get some behind the scenes content, stuff like that. There might be some other bits that we start to add. Basically, we can between me and you guys, we can shape this together. So if there's stuff that you want, we can do stuff like tutorials. If there's, for the loyal listeners, if you're subscribed every month and you want to get I've taught my structure and presentation workshop in person, but if you want more of a tutorial that you can do at home, even for basics of hip hop and pop in, that type of stuff, or I can get, if there's other people that want to help me out, that they could if you want Kieran to drop a light feet tutorial for the platform or something like that, you can do all that type of stuff. We can do funny behind the scenes content, all the conversations that we have before and after the pod, we can keep them in and give them to you guys. Maybe certain dance bits, or there's loads of different stuff that we could do with this loyal listeners tier. But basically the idea is, all of everything that we get from both of these tiers and from anything else will go directly back into the platform. So you're really, really helping us out. Like I said, I've said this so many times, but we don't have any support. We're not sponsored by anyone, anything like that officially. We're a partner with Nike, but that's not a sponsorship. It's very different. So, it will really help us to grow and to do the things that we need to do and to give us a bit more room to maneuver in a way. So we would really appreciate if anyone is interested in that type of thing. You can sign up there's a join button now underneath this video. and on our platform. So if you see that, just click join. You'll see the 2 tiers. You'll see what it gets you, etc. All of our like kind of question and answer, like audience questions, we'll be doing through that now. And yeah, I think that's kind of it. But yeah, it's also worth noting YouTube take a cut from the prices, so we're not getting the full amount, but every little still helps. So yeah, guys, if you are a loyal listener and you love the capsule, please sign up for one of those 2. The first one is more to just help a little contribution, and the second one is more for like if you want the good stuff. So yeah, we would love to have you join us on the loyal listeners tier. And yeah, I think it's going to be fun. I think we can get into, I think it's going to grow, and we'll shape it together. Like I said, like from the same as we did with the podcast, from the feedback, we'll kind of shape it into what it is. But I know there's a lot of people that's like, oh, I want to hear your real thoughts. And it's like, we do give some pretty honest opinions here, but we can also give even more honest opinions behind the paywall where we're protected and we create a safe space with you guys. So yeah, I think the whole thing of the capsule is like community building and creating a community. So as much as we have our listeners and our Instagram subscribers and whatever, who are all our community, we also can create a more inner circle of the community of people that really want to hear the good stuff and really like have been riding with us for a while. And, we want to kind of give you a bit more of an intimate look into the capsule and into me, whoever else it comes on that wants to be a part of that. So yeah, guys. You don't understand how much it will mean for people to subscribe to these. So honestly, if you hear this and you can / you want to tell a friend about it or encourage people to sign up, if you can, it would be a huge help. So yeah, massive thanks. There's what else I guess in recent news, what happened? The Nike session we had April's Nike session, Own the Floor. For those that don't know, we have our monthly Own the Floor sessions, one every month until the last one's in June. And yeah, this one was really cool. We had the Whackers do like a exhibition battle. It was London Whacking Movement and Disconnection Jam. It's very different from AIM versus Rare, but I think that's what's beautiful about it. Like I think if we were to expect them to do the same thing as AIM versus Rare, or we were expect AIM versus Rare to do the same thing as they were doing, or Afro and House, like each month has felt very different, which I think is really lovely and I'm really happy about. So yeah, I think for me, it's like, I always say this, but like with the capsule, it's like, I try not to make anything that we do how I want to see the community. It's more like representing the community as it is. Obviously there's the podcast and stuff, which is my perspective on the community. But like, if I'm going to have the Whackers do a showcase, exhibition battle, I don't want to tell them you have to battle in the way that AIM and Rare, like you have to want to take each other's heads off, And in the same way, I don't want AIM and Rare to be like, guys, stop going for each other, just love each other and have fun. It's like, no, that's that and that's that. And it's like each group or people, or even the capsule links or the DJs, they all bring a unique vibe. And I think that's what's been really cool about these sessions, is that each one has felt different, and it had its own unique feeling and vibe. And actually each one had its own like sound as well, and like song of the night, this type of thing. So yeah, it's turned out really well and it's lovely. A lot of people are asking me if we can continue them. I would love to, but this is all Nike's decision basically. So I will say that the more they pack out, the more there's like social media people sharing or commenting saying how much they love it, then that's helps me to build a good case for why we need to do more things like this. But yeah, the kind of conversations are ongoing, so there's no news of carrying them on at the moment. But it would be, even just to do more stuff if you like this type of thing, or even for other companies to see, it doesn't have to be only Nike, it can be something completely different, other dance organizations, to see that people want this type of thing. Just let it be known that you had a good time and enjoyed it, tag everyone, and yeah, I think then you'll see more and more of this kind of coming up in the dance scene in some way, shape or form, if we let it be known. But yeah, huge thanks to everyone for coming. We had Soph _with Soph back to do the fisheye photo booth thing, which you may have seen on our Insta. I think that's like one of my favorite additions. I think the photo booth is so nice. Like obviously we have Jay taking like more official pictures of the night, also visuals, Sophia doing the rounds and the battle and the filming and the recaps and all that. But I think like it's also nice to have a more, in a way, like lo-fi, like posing with your friends, being silly, that type of stuff. I love those type of pictures as well. So, and we've also got the Polaroids, the Polaroid wall where you can like sign. You can also like take a Polaroid picture. So yeah, there's loads of cool stuff at the events. We've got 2 more, one in May, one in June. I would love, from the bottom of my heart, if we could pack the last 2 out, guys. If we could have like capacity for the last 2, like 1 in, 1 out, just packing it out, it would mean a lot to me, the Capsule, all the team. So yeah, if you have those dates free, let me tell you what they are right now. If you're on your phone listening, pull out your phone and check out these dates that I'm about to say. They are 24th of May and the 28th of June. That would be lovely if we could get more people there. It would make us super happy. I'm just going to sip my coffee, guys. Dropped it on the sofa. It's all good. Don't tell Jen. So, what else is happening? I went to Ireland for a battle called Top 8 Street Dance Battle. Shout out to the Irish community, or the ones I met anyway. They were all lovely. It was an all-stars battle, 2v2, and a breaking 3v3 battle in Limerick. From what I gather, it's not usually in Limerick. I think it's usually in Dublin. But yeah, everyone was super lovely. The team at Top 8 are super nice. There were some really nice people in the battle as well. I met a young lady called Jessie, who I think we had met before, or I knew her already, but I don't know that we'd spoken. If we have met, we haven't like spoken properly. But she's fucking sick. I will say that. Jessie is really good. And yeah, I hadn't seen much of her in the UK, because I think she does more like a lot of like theatre stuff as well, which is sick, and I really want to see her work. But yeah, I think she's done some stuff in the UK, but like she doesn't have obviously as big of a presence here as she does in Ireland, where she's from. And I think from what I see, she's done like, she won Red Bull there and went to South Africa. No, we went to Germany for this one. But yeah, she's sick. Just go check out Jessie Thompson. I don't really have. We're gonna post a video. We did a quick video for her on the Capsule, but yeah, she's sick, and I just like people that are like, you know, I don't know, that I think you should go check out. So she's one of them. Go check them out. Go check her out. Speaking of things you should go check out, there is a dude called Thomas Kaiba, and he has started doing some reaction videos, and I just wanted to encourage people to go check him out. He's a sick popper, first of all. You might know him if you've been around the popping scene. He used to be Max Silk Boogie's partner for a long time. Really solid popper, really good, just fucking popper. Similar generation as Max. And he started doing like reaction to like popping videos and stuff. Yeah, I just think like with the content creation stuff, it's a real hard road, and I've told him this, but it's like you just have to keep doing them, and it takes, you know, however many episodes that you have to do before anyone starts paying attention. It's not just like you do one and everyone's, you know, obviously we're 178 episodes in, and I'm still at the beginning of this podcast journey. So yeah, it takes a long time to build these things, and a lot of time to like learn the lessons, make the mistakes, and fix each thing, you know. So, but yeah, I just think obviously I don't want anyone to support something just because, either like I wouldn't want people to listen to the podcast just because they're my friend, or go and support his thing or whatever if they don't want to. It's like, consume the entertainment that you want to consume, and it's our job as content creators to make something that you want to consume. So if you want to go check out Poppin reaction videos, if you like reaction videos, you like Poppin, you like someone, also that's a good thing, he knows what he's talking about. Like sometimes we'll react here, and I feel like I do know what I'm talking about in a lot of senses, but a lot of times we're speculating or making jokes or having fun, which I love, and that's kind of what we do here. But he's got some real like popping knowledge, and I was watching it like, oh shit, I didn't know that. So it's like also, I guess, quite an educational vibe as well. So yeah, I just thought I'd give him a shout out because it's not an easy journey, and yeah, his YouTube channel is Kaiba Reacts, Kaiba Reacts. Yeah, and what else do we have? Oh, that's the singing that they're talking about. Kieran said he liked it. There is a couple of shows coming up. We've got Cycles by Boy Blue is coming up. Well, it's actually, when this comes out, it will have, opening night would have been yesterday, which is today. And I think it goes until Saturday is the last show. Cycles is a new production by Boy Blue at the Barbican, and I don't know much about it. I've heard bits and pieces, but yeah, I'm looking forward to going and seeing it. You know how we do. We'll do a review of it next week. I will be honest. Sorry, guys, I can't be too nice. No, I mean, it might be good, so I might have to be like super overly positive. I don't know. But yeah, I'm interested to see what it's like. I don't really know much. I know it's like, I've heard that it's not so much of like a big narrative story piece. It's more about the dance itself, and I guess the theme of it is cycles and whatever that means through the dance. I don't know really, but yeah, I'm super interested to go see it. Check it out at the Barbican. If you just Google it and go see it, if you watch this in time. I know some people listen to these like late, and if so, you missed it. But yeah, you can go on the next episode and check my review. And also this weekend is the world famous Breakin Convention. So they've got yeah, it's usually Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I don't know exactly what's going on. I mean, I say I don't know. I can just look it up, what's happening. But yeah, check out the lineup. Let's check out the lineup. So Friday the 3rd is a launch party with Fireball Sessions. What? Fireball Sessions? Drummer and DJ McNasty. Fireball Sessions will create an inspiring, spontaneous, and supportive collaboration between musicians, artists, and the audience, breaking beats and breaking down the fourth wall. Sounds fun. And a free drink on arrival. Let's go. What else do we have? And then Saturday and Sunday. I'll just quickly run you through who's performing, just because sometimes it's nice to hear that. They've also got like a graffiti thing outside from 3 to 6-ish. And then from 4 to 6, you've got like stuff happening in the lobby. Breakin Convention do always have like loads of different stuff going on, like ciphers, etc. They've got the Freestyle Funk Forum. This is on, when is this on? Saturday? Yeah. They've got the Freestyle Funk Forum, which is like it's like improvised theatre. So it's like, oh, dance with this thing or dance with this task or whatever, and it's like seeing how they react. So that should be fun. Then we've got the Saturday lineup. I mean, saying all this, tickets might be sold out. So this is all for nothing if the tickets are sold out. But just in case you want to know who's performing this weekend, we've got Shaolin or Shao, dope guy who was at UEL and graduated, I want to say 2 years ago, last year. But yeah, really cool guy. And I think the piece, well, not I think, I know, the piece that he's performing, he developed at UEL. And I was lucky enough to be able to see it during the development stages. I'm really happy that he got Breakin Convention, so that's cool. Create 4, who I don't really know much about. Clydo, GSB, Crump of Crump fame. Jamal Sterrett, who he's really cool and really interesting. We shared him a long time ago on the Capsule, but really interesting artist. I would definitely check out Jamal on Insta. And Sons of Wind from France, who I think, oh, you know, they're performing on the Sunday, so I'm going to see them. I'm interested to see what they do. They've there's some real like hip hop battle heads, so it'd be really interesting to see what they what they bring to this type of stage. Then you've got Trap Lord UK, Ivan Blackstock. I don't know if it's the same one or a new one or an extract or whatever, but yeah, he's been doing this for a long time, Trap Lord. So yeah, you might be familiar, but if not, there's loads of stuff on YouTube and Google that you can find about Trap Lord. Femme Fatale, who I think have been at Breakin Convention before, but they're a popping crew from there. I think they all live in LA, but one of them's from Korea, from different places. So they should be cool. They've done a lot of, they've definitely done Breakin Convention. They've done a lot of like theatre stuff before, but I'll still be interested. I think I'm saying, have they done Breakin Convention? I think I toured with them when we did Vice for Breakin Convention. We were on the Breakin Convention tour with Femme Fatale. And then Jinjo Crew, who are a South Korean breaking crew. So that'd be fun. Sunday is similar. When Time Was New is Brooke's piece, which I didn't get to see before, so I'm excited that I get to see that this year. Company DHW, Create 4 again, Boy Blue, Sasha, Shadid, Femme Fatale again, Sons of Wind again. So that's the lineup for the 2 days. And then Monday you have the Park Jam, which is just a open jam. If you haven't been, think on the floor sessions, but outside with barbecue and food, that type of vibe, the social aspect. So yeah, some performances. So as long as the weather's good, it's always fun. So yeah, check out Breakin Convention if you don't already know. If you're a Capsule listener and you don't already know about Breakin Convention, go and check them out. What else do we have? I do sing. I see it now, guys. I see the singing thing. There's some events that are coming up that I've been asked to shout out. So we've got Throne of the North, which is on, I believe, the 11th of May, but I'm going to check that for you so I don't get it wrong. But hold on a minute. Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm singing. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, 11th of May from 12 till 7 at Shockout. It's a new event that is part of the Kingdoms League now. So if you want to get your points, get in there. Yeah, brand new event. This is their first edition. They've got Kieran and Kashmir and Ruth, who is sick hip-hop dancer. I've known her not known her personally, but I've known of her for a long time because she won Euro Battle with a woman named Clara, not our Clara. Ruth and Clara won Euro Battle years ago. I don't remember, it might have been like 2011 or 12 or something, but back when I was more traveling for battles, I saw her there and she's been sick ever since. And then Special K, Brooke and Tesco are judging Poppin'. So that is two good judging lineups. So I'm going to try and come if I'm not working. But yeah, check out Throne of the North. We also have Battle for the Bag, which is a UPG production, their first battle, which I am super here for. I love people like trying new things, and I think, we complain about event organizers and stuff like that, so doing these things ourselves is good because we can do it better sometimes if we're the dancers that know what's going on, but also if it's good to get some perspective on like actually how hard it is to run an event, and maybe sometimes you get a bit more empathy for these people that are doing it when you do your own. I know I did when I started running events. I was like, I see, it's not so easy as you think. So Battle for the Bag is May 25th in London. It's a 1v1 all-stars battle, and it's top 32. The prize money is 1,000 frickin' pounds. God damn, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of... I could, almost pay my rent with that. Holy moly. Do you have to pay tax on prize money? Interesting. Does that technically count as earning something if you win a battle? Shows how many battles I've won. What else do we have here, peeps? We have also... Oh, yeah, I'll do the Dance Your Style dates because there's a few more coming up. So we've got... Swindon's done. The next one is Edinburgh. So the 12th of May is Edinburgh, and then the 18th of May is Manchester, and then the 13th of July is London. So those are 3 qualifiers. Edinburgh, Manchester, London are the qualifiers. They've already done the one at Move It, where they got 2 people. And then they did Swindon, where they got 2 people. So they're doing Edinburgh, Manchester, London. Then you have the UK finals, which are in Manchester. So all those qualified people will then go to Manchester in July. And I think there might still be spots to qualify on the day in Manchester. I don't know about that. But yeah, the UK finals are now going to be in Manchester, which I think is a good move, actually. It's nice to have it in different cities and make us travel. And then the finals are in November in India. So that'll be dope. I'm looking forward to seeing who wins this year. Obviously, Kane won twice in a row. I think Omni might have a chance this year. I think Omni is about to blow up big time. There's something, like, he was already good, but there's something different with him, and he's like getting battle experience. He's doing well in battles. Like I think he's sitting more into his style. Like he's figured out, he was already good technically, but now he's like learning how to perform it, how to execute it effectively and consistently. So I'm like, and especially if he keeps traveling and getting out of the country and making like noise other places, I think he's really about to blow up. But I think Omni could have a year. He got to the finals 2 years ago. Who did Kane battle? Oh, Kieran Lay in the finals this year. But yeah, I don't know. Could maybe put my money on him. But you never know. Red Bull is like Mario Kart. You know, it's like it's not so straightforward. You could get a random song and get flipping blue shelled and then you're at the back, you know. If that reference makes sense for anyone. And then we've got MSB coming up. So let me tell you about MSB. I have many facts for you about MSB. So hold on, do I have many facts for you about MSB? Do I have many facts? I'm just gonna check. Maybe I don't have many facts for you. I have some potential facts, but they're not yet. So basically, guys, listen, I'll tell you when MSB is. MSB is 1st of June, and it's in Gloucester. And they often have, it's a Kingdoms League event, so they'll be popping and hip hop, and they also have Breakin every year. We'll be there with a live stream, I believe, with the commentary, which people seem to love. So if you can't make it, definitely tune into that. But also, please try and make it. It's always a good vibe. It's always really fun. Yeah, I think MSB is a good event. It's pretty solid. It's well run. Yeah, so when I get details of like things that I can announce properly, I thought I had them, but I don't, of like judges and everything, I will do that. But yeah, until then, check out MSB. I think the tickets might be open. Go on Your Next Move on Insta and go and check out MSB in Gloucester. And then we can, what's a Gloucester accent? Drive my tractor. Is that Gloucester? I don't know. Or is that Bristol? I don't know. Sorry, guys. I don't know anything about the UK. Anything else on my list of things? Oh, yeah. So there's these 2 videos that we wanted to watch. So for all you audio listeners, now might be the time to switch to the YouTube and or the Spotify has the video as well. But we're going to look at some, or you can just skip this part. But we're going to look at these 2 videos. Because I am so late to the party, guys. I am so late. So there is a video to somebody that I used to know by how do you even say that? Gautier. I don't know. But there's a video to somebody that I used to know, which, from what I gather, it has 6.6 million views for a dance video, so that's a lot. But from what I gather, it was quite hyped. It's 2 months old now. I must have missed this completely. I don't know where I was on social media that I didn't hear about this, because it seems that I've started talking about it and everyone is like, oh yeah, I saw it. Oh yeah, I saw it. Oh yeah, I know about that. So I don't know where I was, in a black hole somewhere probably. But for those that haven't seen it and don't know what I'm talking about, we're going to watch it. But I just wanted to also talk about it because I think also from what I get, I'm not going to name names or talk about who said this, but from what I gather, I think and this happens a lot with things, I think some people were like, the hype was too much, and they were just like, all right, yeah, we get it, it's good. So, and I think that happens with anything, you know, if it fucking Drake puts out a song, it's like, if it's played so much, you're like, all right, I get it, everyone loves this song, and you start to get put off by it. So I think actually I'm a bit blessed that I didn't hear about it, because I just watched this thinking that like no one knew about it, and I was like, holy shit, this is good. But then, yeah, everyone I spoke to was like, yeah, I saw it, yeah. But I think that was just like a fatigue of like having been sent it by everyone and their sister. And also, like, if people keep telling you how good something is, you're like, hey, all right, let's talk about something else. But we are going to talk about it. Sorry, guys. But yeah, so I wanted to watch it, and kind of, there's so many things in it that I love. Like, sorry, guys, I'm gonna be a fanboy. I think it's sick. I don't know whether I would say there's some jungle inspiration in there. The costumes and the coloring and the vibe, it looks like it could be a jungle video in that way. I'm not mad at it though, because I think we were talking about this yesterday on Ola's We Go 360 pod, but I think with the Still Like an Artist, if you haven't read that book, check out Still Like an Artist. But the idea is, even if it was, I don't know that it was or wasn't inspired by like the jungle vibe, but I think even if it was, if the way that they've done it, there's enough in there like artistic license and like creativity and stuff that is really like that jungle don't do. Like, first of all, the editing in this is fucking fantastic, I think, and the filmmaking. Jungle, shout out to Charlie, but like Jungle's filmmaking is great, but in a very different way. They do one shots, and there's an art to that one shot thing and the choreography of the camera. This is edited in a way that is beautiful, and there's a lot of art to the edit. So yeah, I think there's loads of differences, and the choreography is like, you could say it's jungle-esque, but I think it's different enough that it's not like anything. I don't know, I wouldn't compare it in a negative way. I think they're both dope. But yeah, I love this video, so we're just gonna nerd out on this for a minute. So join me, peeps. Also, for people that watch this, if I cut this as a clip, if everyone is like, oh, you're doing reaction videos wrong, this isn't how you're supposed to do a reaction video. Guys, this is a segment from a longer podcast, and we talk about everything, and I'm a dancer. We have dancers on. It's a dance podcast. We're going to react how we like to react. If this is not the reaction, if you didn't want me going, oh my God, what the fuck? Then there's other people that will do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to talk. So I love you all though. Thank you for tuning in. So I love this. First of all, the framing of this shot is beautiful. If you see that the way the back is, all the movement is within that bottom frame, so it's like your attention is there's a frame within the frame, so all your attention is focused at the bottom of these bits. Choreography is really nice, a lot of beautiful details in this. Obviously really nice transition. I've seen that done, but that's not like a brand new transition coming up from below, but it is lovely. It does work really well, and the cannons with that is lovely. And if you notice, like, everything is in this bottom third of the screen. The slight camera movement as well, that is gorgeous. But yeah, everything's in this bottom layer of the screen, which is nice. The subtle, like, playing on the drums. There's a lot going on in these shots, which I think is really nice, because the umbrella's a lovely touch. But I think sometimes with these shots, they simplify a lot for the audience, and this is nice to kind of, it feels like a bit more of a mature piece, because there's a lot going on, with the understanding that we are smart enough, I guess, or are switched on enough to notice all the details. Also, I love this switch from the wide angle to the different focal length. They do it a few times. They go from a wide angle to I think a longer focal length, and it changes how the shot looks. Dancers are all fucking fantastic as well. Like, everyone in there kills it. Like, facials without going over the top and being over the top, but just really like on point. The costumes are all really nice. I don't know who styled that. Again, that's the costumes are very jungle, but I like it. Yeah, very like unique choreo. It like stands out. It's like different, which is kind of what I've said on prior podcasts about how Paris Goebel choreographs. There's like these really unique standout things. And like the switch from like the big group to the solos and back, and like every shot feels different and like a progression of the story. Like they haven't done this much of a close-up up till now, if that makes sense. And then having these transitions which are like clever without being gimmicky. The sunglasses adds a different element to it. It's just like the art of like, I don't want to say like the art of progression, but it kind of is. It's like, okay, you've done something. How do you add to that thing? How do you build on that thing? This is my favorite shot in the whole thing, I think. Not this one, what's about to happen. This, bang. Ooh. When that happened the first time, I was gassed. That gave me goosebumps. That shot is gorgeous. Whoever thought to put that chair kicking shot in, I love you. Also, before the chair, if you rewind it, I'm not going to do it for you, but before the chair kicking, it's a real build-up of like loads happening, and then it cuts to that slow-mo solo shot. It's just gorgeous. Some familiar bits, same choreo that comes back, which is nice. It's like the way the song has the chorus that repeats, this has the chorus of the choreography that repeats. So it's like a nice structure to it as well. Boom. And c'est fini. But yeah, oh man, I love that. I love that so much. I mean, yeah, I think there's a lot of like artistic merit to not only the choreography. This is what we talk about. Like, I lecture at the University of East London, and we do a screen dance course. And what I say in the screen, it's not just about the choreography, and it's not just about the filming, and it's not just about the editing. It's how all three of those work together to make a piece of dance art, right? So it's like, you can't just choreograph something and then stick it in front of a camera on a tripod and it be like a dance film. You know what I mean? And similarly, you can't just randomly film someone dancing. I mean, you can do all these things. It's just not as good as if you have an editor, a videographer or a camera operator or a director and a choreographer, and they all work together to enhance. So like when the dancer wants to do a certain thing, the cameraman knows what's going to happen, and then the editor knows how he's going to edit that and make it all work together. It's really the meeting of those three things in that triangle, Illuminati. But yeah, I think that's what makes a really good dance film to me, is when all three of those elements are not only equally high level and artistic, but also when they work together. It's not just a movement, and it's not just a camera shot, and it's not just an edit. It's all three of those at the same time working together to make an effect. So that shot in the middle that I love with the slow motion chair kicking, right? You've got the dancers, which are, I think they're working in pairs, but there's a lot happening, and they're panning along or they're moving along the row of dancers, right? And as you go along, there's loads of stuff happening. You're like, oh, that's happening, that's happening, that's happening. Your brain is like seeing lots of information, and it's a build up. The song is building up in layers. I think it's the bridge before that the chorus comes back in, right? So you have all this build up, loads happening. And then just when the song cuts out, which musically they did on purpose, there's a build up to a cut out to then carry on. The video does the same thing. It builds up the information that your eye is taking in choreographically and with the camera. So the camera isn't just stopped, it's moving along. So there's a sense of progression and build up to this thing. And then as it gets to the end of the line, it turns, and just as you're about to be like, oh, what's over there? It goes boom and cuts you to this next shot. So, and then that shot is like slow-mo. It's like high impact in the sense of there's not a lot happening, but what is happening is really impactful. It's kicking this chair across the room. It's a beautifully captured shot, and that is like camera movement and directing plus editing, which is like perfectly timed, and the choice to use slow-mo, the choice to have that at that perfect moment to cut into the next shot, plus choreographically understanding what the camera is going to be doing, what the edit's going to be doing, what the song is doing, and how you're going to represent that or draw people's attention to different places. That's like all three of those elements working gorgeously for me. So yeah, I love this video. And I think, maybe if I was seeing it when it actually came out and everyone was like gassing it, maybe I'd be like, all right, I've heard enough about this. But I don't know. For me, I hadn't seen anything, so I just watched it and I was like, holy shit. It's one of the best dance visuals I've seen in a while. And I've had it, like, I don't really play something more than once or twice. I'm like, all right, that was cool. Like, next, you know, it's like social media age. We're all kind of like that. But this one I've watched like a few, even just watching it then, I enjoyed it again, you know. Like, I'll probably watch it again after I finish this pod. It's really good. So, yeah, I like it a lot. Sorry, guys. What can I say? I think it's dope. Then the next thing I was going to check out, right, is that when I posted something on my Insta story saying that this is one of my favorite visuals that I've seen. And like 2 or 3 people separately said, oh, have you seen Marlee Hightower's Blackbird? And I said, no, I haven't, but I'll check it out. So we're going to check it out now. I kind of had a quick flick through it. I haven't actually watched it, but yeah, I guess it's also good. But I don't know why that was the initial. As soon as I said that one, people were like, oh, check out that one. Or they said, oh, those 2 are my favorite recently. So yeah, this is Blackbird. I've vaguely heard of Marlee Hightower. I don't know her super well, but from what I've seen, she's dope. Nice. Again, this is that same transition from the other one of having the like people below the camera that come up into shot. Nice. I like the simplicity of the white on the black. Like, some people do simplicity and it looks lazy. This looks like very purposeful. Nice transition into that. And I like also this thing of like, you don't like just having someone walk as like an anchor point while the dance is happening around is also nice. That was a nice transition too. Very different vibe, but I'm here for it. And I like this song. This is also the thing when you have like creative filmmakers, like you can do stuff from above. Also, it's like not anyone can just get a camera over the top of people. It's like you need some level of equipment, unless they're being crazy creative and they've just duct taped it to the ceiling or something. This is nice. I like the way they're setting this, like in a lot of the shots, right? This is something that like you don't see amateurs do as much, and that's why you can tell this is good. It's like they just have the 4 people like almost as furniture or like props in the scene, you know, like there's someone walking or there's people sitting or there's like the main focus is this person in the middle, for example, but there's other people just filling the scene and creating like scenery, which is nice. You can have other people in the shot without them actively dancing, you know. Sometimes those little simple touches make a lot of the difference. Even this super simple movement, but it's visually really nice. And again, the camera movement. This is a very like Kendrick Lamar shot. In Humble, I think there's a shot like this. And in Little Sim's Gorilla, but I don't know if that's a reference to Humble or if it's just another shot like that. Nice. Some really nice visuals in that. I like the simplicity of this. It's really, and the filmmaking is clean. Like the shots are really clean, really just, even with the colors and stuff, there's nothing in there that isn't white or black, you know, it's like that. Nice. We love that. And then shout out to, all right, let's have a look. Shout out to Marlee Hightower, Steve McCord. Oh, it's Jordan Rakai? Is that how you say that? Okay, cool. That was nice. And then I think the rest is credits. So shout out to them for putting all the dancers' credits in there. We love that. Also, dancers, you know how you love to be credited? So do filmmakers and photographers. Just saying. Just saying. We like it also as much as you do. All right. Well, guys, listen. I am going to leave it there because it's just me. I'm also going to jump over to our first ever Loyal Listeners episode. So, yeah, please go and check out the membership tiers if you want to sign up and catch me over there on the Loyal Listeners episode. I would love that. And yeah, maybe we'll do some episodes where we have crack some drinks out. You know how it is when we be drinking. I'm not going to do that today though, because it is the middle of the day. But yeah, I appreciate everyone for all the support, all the love that's helped us to get to where we are now. And I would love if I think we have somewhat of a community building, and we have some loyal listeners, and we have some people that are really here for what we're doing. Honestly, you can't understand how much it will help to kind of sign up for these tiers, either one, and kind of engage with this content, and help us to kind of afford to grow basically, and to do more, and to be independent, and to do everything that we want to do. So yeah, love you all. Thanks for tuning in yet again, and we will catch you either next week, because we still love our public listeners, even if you don't sign up for the loyal listeners tier. We love everyone that tunes in, that watches or listens. But yeah, if you do want to sign up for the loyal listeners episodes, I'll catch you over there very soon. Peace.